What's up, guys? Devil Dog Gamer here. We're back with some more Starfield. I wanted to make a quick video now that I'm way farther in the game, talking about maybe my final thoughts, like kind of as a review of this game. Because honestly, this game's so massive that the first time I reviewed it and said, talked about it, I hadn't even scratched the damn surface yet. And I think that's the problem with a lot of these reviews that you see different companies putting out or other, YouTubers and such. So I kind of wanted to talk more about it with people that were on the fence. We're doing this kind of weirdly. I'm kind of just doing this live, gameplay live while I'm talking because I have to take my computer apart tonight and kind of mess with some things. And if you guys, those of you that know me, I've broken an AK-47 doing that and an FAL, and child soldiers in Africa can operate those weapons flawlessly and not break them. So I'm a bit worried about how this PC thing's going to go. So I'm going to do this, record all this, put it up on YouTube, and if something goes wrong with the PC, at least I can release it from my phone. I'm thinking ahead. Bad luck Devil Dog has been on the rise lately. Whoa, what is that thing? It's a level 50. Jesus, we're going to get out of here. But before we get started, I would like to thank today's video sponsor, We the People Holsters. The world's a dangerous place, and more people than ever are choosing to conceal carry on their person. And for that, you need a great holster. We the People Holsters are made in America. They have Kydex, they have leather, every pistol you could possibly think of carrying, they have it. A holster for it, and they carry a lifetime warranty on their stuff. They also make gun belts if you want to have a nice comfortable gun belt to carry on. They have all different types. They have nylon, they have leather, and those carry a, guess what, if it doesn't fit, we'll replace it, we'll find you the best size, and a lifetime warranty on those. So make sure you guys check out We the People Holsters down in the description below and use code 1776 when you check out. All right, so we've landed on the planet. We're kind of exploring. This is actually a military outpost, forgotten military base that we're going to go check out. So, Starfield, okay? It's gotten a lot of negativity and a lot of praise, and I think people are just back and forth, and I don't know, a lot of people I just think don't know what to really believe. This is why I'm kind of a big stickler on, like, I don't care what reviews say, I'll play it myself. Pirate plunderers. Oh, cool. These are friendlies to me. I'll play it myself and see how it is, kind of thing. Because, reviewers, sometimes they do weird stuff. And they don't really get to experience the whole game. Starfield is a massive game. I've seen a lot of negative reviewers say they played 5 hours and didn't like it. You're not doing anything in 5 hours. I did a side quest chain that literally took 3.5 hours. One of the faction missions chains took me 6.5 hours to complete. They're not experiencing enough of this game in 5 hours. It's a Bethesda game. This game is massive. I will say this: if you're a fan, if you loved all the Elder Scrolls games, you played a ton of Skyrim or a ton of Fallout, you'll like this for sure. You just have to play it. You can't just play it in 20 minutes and make a judgment call on it. That's not how it's going to be at all. Ooh, what is this? Razorback. Okay. That's not how it's going to be at all. It's a massive game, dude. There's just so much to do in it. And the farther you get into it, the more you're like, whoa, okay, there was a section of wall that I used to walk by all the time. I literally found out today that you can shoot the hinges. It's an emergency breakaway wall, and it opens up different pathways. Would have never have known. There's just wild stuff to this game. I'm really enjoying this. I definitely kind of put this pretty much in the same area as Fallout 4 and Skyrim, just with how much you can do, and really just the gameplay. This is the least, I'll say it 110%. This is the least buggy Bethesda game I've ever played. I have almost zero problems with this game. I've seen one graphical glitch that lasted 10 seconds. Which is weird because I've literally had to restart playthroughs on Bethesda games because of some of these bugs. But it's nice and refreshing to see. A lot of the complaints people had, to be honest, about loading screens, you fast travel, you can't really fly to planets. Honestly, it doesn't really even matter. Because if that was the case, at this point playing this long, if that was the case and I had to fly to every single planet myself, I would honestly just hate this game even more. It's the convenience aspect of it. People have done videos, you can fly from one planet to the other. It's going to take you the real amount of time to do it, though. And nobody wants that. In all honesty, we ain't got time for that shit. There's too much shit to do. in this damn game. So, you know, that really doesn't affect me too much. Now, when it comes to exploring planets, I saw a lot of complaints of people talking about, ooh, that's one of those mechs. Like, you land on a planet, and of course there's loading screens when you run to different cells. I haven't experienced one of those loading screens, like one of those cells. I've never done that. I've run around all over these planets, and I've never gotten to a point where I'm like, ah, man, I'm gonna hit a loading screen. Never have. But I'll tell you what, there is a ton of hidden stuff. As I got myself literally stuck, there we go. There is a ton of randomness to stuff on this planet. There are procedural dungeons that pop up when you go down and explore on planets. I found one that took me 45 minutes to clear, and I got a legendary from it, and it was fun. Just by landing on a planet and going to these like little landmarks that you see here and there. There's a lot to really do in this game to experience. The shipbuilding. I didn't think I was like, I said in the first video, the gunplay and, fighting wasn't really anything to write home about. I was wrong. You know what? It does what it does really, really well. The ship fighting, while it's simplistic, it's still good. It's not bad for what it does. And at the same time, I actually want to build better ships. Like, I want to build better ships. I need to get my shipbuilding up because I need better ships to take on some of these bigger ships that I want to go pirate, disabling ships. Hitting different ships and attacking them has been a really fun adventure, just pirating stuff. I've found so many cool things. I've hit bank transports that have tons of money on them. I literally ran into a ship where the guys asked for my help, and I went over there, and on the ship is this AI called Juno, and they were talking to it, and they wanted me to put a card into it. You know what it was? It was the Juno probe that NASA sent out, all these years in the past in the game, that NASA sent out, and it became sentient. So I helped them with the thing. I put the card in to help, help the guys out. As I was leaving, I heard on the radio that the probe, Juno, didn't like that and turned off all the life support systems on the ship, killing them. I've run into so many random ships in space that either turn into a fight where I get something cool and I get to loot this cool ship, or the fleets are jumping into me. At one point, I had a bounty of almost 200K from the UC because I messed up one of the pirate missions and turned on them, and it was kind of crazy what happened in this mission. And my bounty was so high, when I went into the systems, they would jump 10 or 15 ships at me, and I would be fighting 10 or 15 ships just struggling to survive. Space stuff is great. I think it does what it does really, really well. I did put out a video talking about the mods I would like to see in the game, and I see some people, and it's always the same stuff. And I'm gonna get right to this point now. When I'm streaming, I've had quite a few people come in and say they don't like this game. Which is whatever floats your boat. My question I always ask them, though, is have you ever played Skyrim or Fallout series? Like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Fallout? 99%, and I've asked quite a few people, always say no. It seems like the people who are really not liking this game are people who just haven't played Bethesda games. If you play a Bethesda game and you've loved Bethesda games, you're going to like this. Same with comments about when I talk about modding, when I talked about modding with Starfield. People straight up say, if the game needs mods, maybe that's something wrong with the industry. And I'm like, a Bethesda game without mods is literally like Call of Duty without guns. They go so hand in hand that you expect mods for a Bethesda game because they are they're tied together. I literally put out a video talking about the mods I would like to see. People are like, is it that broken? I'm like, no, it's a Bethesda game. What do you expect? I think some of the criticism this game gets isn't warranted at all. A lot of it is people who have not played this game in, much at all, haven't really gotten anywhere with it, and have just judged it with only experiencing a minuscule amount of this game. Others I'm seeing a lot of PlayStation guys that are shitting on the game without even touching it because they don't get to play it because of the console wars. This is why I play PC. I don't want to get involved in the console wars, and I'm not involved in the console wars. But, I see some of the criticism is really not warranted. Like I say, it's a great game. I think it's definitely ranks up there, right, with Skyrim and Fallout 4. You know, it's awesome. I think it's great. Bethesda definitely redeemed themselves from Fallout 76 for me with this one. And, you know, I went into it with a glass half full kind of thinking. I wasn't really... I was hyped, but I wasn't getting myself overly hyped about the game. Because 76 was such a disappointment. I definitely say, like, you know, I told people, don't buy the crazy pack to get it early. I'll buy it, and I'll tell you how it is. You know, if you want to wait for it to be on sale, wait for it to be on sale. If you want to get it at normal price. But if you like Bethesda games, you like Skyrim, you like Fallout, you're going to like this, man. You just have to give it some time. Stay away from the main story. I've done 2 missions on the main story. Haven't touched them. I've been doing side quests left and right, mission boards, faction quests, keeping myself absolutely busy, having a total cool amount of fun, man. A lot of really fun missions, corporate espionage, assassinations, pirates, giant fleet battles. It's been absolutely insane. I've just been enjoying the hell out of it. This is a very big game where you don't want to rush through, and you definitely want to get 20, 30 hours into it because you're going to start seeing some crazy stuff and really enjoying yourself. I haven't even been to, like, anywhere near the amount of planets. I think I've been to, like, maybe 20 systems in this game right now so far out of, like, you know, the hundreds and hundreds of systems that are in the game. What the hell is that thing? It's like a beetle. What was that thing? That thing was wild looking. That thing was wild looking. And that's the thing. There's so much hidden stuff. And the fact that there's so many procedural things on the planet that you can find, including, like, dungeons. Dude, the list goes on and on. I find new stuff about it every single day. Like, I didn't know that you could physically lift the toilet lids. What the hell is that? Oh, let me help you, bud. You can physically lift toilet lids, and there's items in the toilet. Didn't know it. Didn't know it. Randomly found it out. That's wild. There's just so much cool stuff in this game. But I'm really enjoying it. I gotta say, like, if you're a fan of Bethesda, you're gonna like this. You really are. Nothing bad about it. You know, it's just the cool thing now to hate games lately, which is the unfortunate part about everything. An abandoned farm, dude. This is wild. Look how big this random ass place I just found is. Crazy. Oh, I bet it's overrun with all. Oh yeah, it is. Look, it looks like something's in there. Oh shit, dead scientists. And there's gonna be a story with this too. Guaranteed there'll be a story. Oh shit, yep. I've found something like this before. It was an oil rig where there were tons of these monsters in it, and you go into the logs, and they talk about how they drilled through something, and all these creatures started coming up, and they were trying to seal the hole. Everyone was dying. It was just, there's cool stuff with this, dude. This is awesome. And see, I could explore this for like a while, because there's gonna be tons of stuff in here to look through. Loot, probably legendaries. There'll probably be like a boss character too in here, and that's just the thing I love about this. There's always like, what is this? Is this like food? There's all kinds of stuff down here. This is crazy. I really enjoy it. I prefer single player games for this reason. This is why I like Bethesda games. They are massive. There's always something to do. There's always replayability. The modding with them is amazing, so you can tune the game to how you want it, and that's always how it's been. But there's just always something to do, and I like how massive this game is. And Starfield is absolutely no different. So I gotta say, if you're a fan of Bethesda's past games, play it. You will love this game, I promise. If you've never played a Bethesda game in your life, like Skyrim or Fallout, you need to go and just not even save the money for Starfield. Play Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. And I promise I'll see you in like 6 months, because that's how much of your life you're gonna lose playing these games. But overall, man, I'm happy with it. I think it's a great game, worth the wait. I can't wait to see what mods we get. But I want to know what you guys feel, how you guys feel about the game with either this new look on it or with how many hours you put into it and how your appreciation for the game kind of grew. But let me know down in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.